Prime Minister Dr Manmohan Singh and the other dignitaries to offer floral tributes to Swami Vivekananda. We will now start a function with the invocation by the children of Sarada Children's Forum.
Where are you going? I am going to attend the National Youth Day celebration, which is held every year throughout the country on Swami Vivekananda's birthday, that is the 12th of January. What will you gain there? Swamiji's words and his message are very inspiring. Hearing them, our personalities will be developed and we can grow as truly enlightened citizens. Come, let us go. Today, you will be listening to some of the teachings of Swami Vivekananda presented by the students of Sarada Children's Forum, Ramakrishna Ashram, New Delhi. There is too much of talk and talk. We are great. We are great. Nonsense. We all are imbeciles. That is what we are. We speak of many things, parrot-like, but never do them. Speaking and not doing has become a habit with us. This sort of weak brain is not able to do anything. We must strengthen it. Education is the manifestation of perfection already in man. We want that education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can't stand on one's own feet. मैं तुम सबसे यही एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ कि तुम सदा के लिए स्वार्थपरता, कलह प्रियता और ईर्ष्या का त्याग कर दो। तुम्हें धरती माता की भांति सहिष्णु होना चाहिए। यदि तुम ऐसे ही रहोगे तो सारी दुनिया तुम्हारे पैरों पर लौटने लगेगी। Men, men, these are wanted. Everything else will be ready. But strong, vigorous, believing young men, sincere to the backbone, are wanted. 100 such, and the world becomes revolutionized. Stand up, be bold, be strong. The whole responsibility is on your own shoulders, and know that you are the creator of your own destiny. All the strength and succor you want are within yourselves.
स्मरण रखो, पूरा जीवन देने के लिए ही है। जो कुछ भी तुम्हारे पास है सब देने के लिए ही है। ये 1000 गुना होकर भी तुम्हारे पास वापस आएगा। बदले की आशा मत रखो, देते वक्त भी देने की चिंता मत करो।
Make your nerves strong. What we want is muscles of iron and nerves of steel. We have wept long enough. No more weeping, but stand on your own feet and be men. Neither money pays, nor name, nor fame, nor learning. It is love that pays. It is character that leaves its way through adamantine walls of difficulties. No one was ever really taught by another. Each of us has to teach himself. The external teacher offers only the suggestion which rouses the internal teacher to work to understand things. दूसरों के लिए रत्ती भर काम करने से भीतर की शक्ति जाग उठती है। दूसरों के लिए रत्ती भर सोचने से धीरे धीरे हृदय में सिंह जैसा बल आ जाता है। Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached.
After this wonderful invocation by the children, may I now request Swami Shantanatman Maharaj, the Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission, New Delhi, to present the books to the Honorable Prime Minister. May I now request Swami Prabhananda Ji Maharaj, General Secretary, Ramakrishna Mutt and Ramakrishna Mission, Belur Mutt, to give the welcome address, please.
Om Namo Jyotirayaya Vivekananda Shuraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapharine. The Honorable Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh Ji, other distinguished participants, we have assembled here to participate in the formal inauguration of the celebration of the 150th anniversary of the birth of Swami Vivekananda, who was one of the greatest spiritual leaders of India and the modern world. It is a great honor and privilege for me and for the members and supporters of the Ramakrishna Mission and Ramakrishna Mission, whom I represent, to extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh Ji and to all other distinguished participants here. Although the actual 150th birth anniversary falls in the year 2013-2014, we decided to begin the celebration in 2010 itself. This was because we thought the best way to celebrate the event would not be only through festivities, ritualistic paraphernalia and show, but also by putting into practice the core principles which Swami Vivekananda taught and worked for. Accordingly, we started some service-oriented projects in October 2010. The four core principles which we want to emphasize through this celebration are: 1. Service to the underprivileged and marginalized people. 2. Value education for the youth of the country. 3. Education and self-empowerment of women. And 4. Harmony of religions. Swami Vivekananda was the first great spiritual leader in India in modern times to stand up and speak for the poor and downtrodden masses of India. In a thundering voice he declared, "So long as the millions live in hunger and ignorance, I hold every man a traitor who, having been educated at their expense, pays not the least heed to them." In spite of all that the government has done for the poor, the tragic fact remains that nearly 37% of our people in India are below the poverty line. The Ramakrishna Mission, which has been engaged in service activities for more than 100 years, has now taken up in a humble way a few new small projects for the alleviation of poverty, eradication of malnutrition in children, integrated child development, etc. during the celebration period. As all of you know, India is now poised to become an economic power in the world, and countless opportunities are now open to our youths to achieve success, prosperity, and enjoyments. In this critical situation, what our youths need is a message which infuses faith and strength in them to face the challenges of life, and also instills in them higher values to lead a moral life and attain spiritual fulfillment and peace. Swami Vivekananda has given this message, and we want to spread this message among the youths through some large-scale value education programs, both in theory and practice. We also plan to conduct programs for the education and self-empowerment of women, and interreligious and intra-religious conferences and other programs for fostering harmony of religions and communal amity. We have been able to take up these service projects at 150 points all over the country because the government of India has come forward to give us financial support in a big way. And this has been made possible because of the personal interest our beloved and universally respected Prime Minister Dr Manmohan Singh has taken in the matter. We take this opportunity to openly express our deep gratitude to him and also to the officials of the concerned ministries. We will restrict festivities and rituals to the minimum, and for them we will depend on public donations only. We are also grateful to the Honorable Prime Minister for agreeing to grace this occasion with his presence in spite of his busy schedule. I now request him, on behalf of all the members and supporters of the Ramakrishna Math and Ramakrishna Mission, to formally inaugurate the 4-year-long celebration of the 150th anniversary of the birth of Swami Vivekananda. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. May I now request the Honorable Prime Minister Dr Manmohan Singh to release the book Awakening India in English and Bharat Jagran in Hindi. This book contains Swami Vivekananda's powerful messages to the youth. May I now request the Honorable Prime Minister to deliver his address.
Respected Swami Prabhanandaji, respected Swami Shant Atmanandji, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be present here today on this very happy occasion of the inauguration of the 4-year-long celebrations of 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. It was on a September day in 1893 that a young man from India, dressed in the traditional saffron robes of a Hindu monk, addressed the Parliament of Religions in Chicago. It was the first time he had gone abroad, and it was the first time he was speaking in public. Yet, his first few words, beginning with his greetings to the sisters and brothers of America, electrified the audience and brought forth an applause that lasted for over 2 minutes. Swami Vivekananda's Chicago address is a proud moment in India's history, and it heralded the arrival of one of India's greatest spiritual leaders on the world stage. Swami Vivekanandaji dedicated his life to the service of his motherland and to the spiritual awakening of Indian people. He worked to instill pride in his countrymen in their cultural heritage. He tried to build a national consciousness that was modern, rational, and universal. It is a deep honor for me to be able to offer my homage to this great, noble son of India, who by his words and his work inspired millions of people in our country as well as in foreign lands. Ladies and gentlemen, Swami Vivekananda's dress was that of a sannyasi. His calling was that of a religious leader and profound spiritual thinker. But he was not an ordinary man, and his intellect and vitality would not allow him to be confined to a life of renunciation. Swami Vivekananda was always engaged with the people, and he worked for their well-being and for their betterment. He traveled the length and breadth of the country and sought to enrich Indian religious thought by emphasizing the importance of work and commitment to the people in his teachings. Vivekananda tried to spread his ideas by speaking directly to the people. especially to the youth. He believed that the absence of self-respect was at the root of India's weakness. He exhorted the people to inculcate self-respect. He wanted every Indian to be proud of being an Indian and being capable of saying that every Indian is my brother or sister. His message broke through the shackles of caste and creed and spoke of a language of universal brotherhood. Ladies and gentlemen, when Mahatma Gandhi visited Belur Math on Swami Vivekananda's birthday in 1921, he said, and I quote, "I've gone through his works very thoroughly, and after having gone through them, the love that I had for my country became 1,000-fold." Unquote. What Gandhiji said captures the great importance of spreading Swami Vivekananda's ideas and ideals among the youth in our country today. He personified the eternal energy of the youth and their restless quest for truth. It is therefore entirely fitting that the Government of India has declared 12th January, the birthday of Swami Vivekananda, as National Youth Day. We must work to rekindle the eternal message of this great patriot and son of India. Ladies and gentlemen, to carry forward his ideas, Swami Vivekananda established the Ramakrishna Mission, an organization that would be devoted to spreading the message of his spiritual master, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, while working for the welfare of the people. It is a tribute to his vision that the Ramakrishna Mission continues to earn enormous goodwill among the people 100 years after its establishment. The monastic order has 172 branches across the globe, of which 128 are in India. The Ramakrishna Mission is widely recognized for its commendable work in the areas of value-based education, culture, health, women's empowerment, youth and tribal welfare, and relief and rehabilitation. I fervently hope that Swami Vivekananda's 150th birth anniversary will be an occasion to expand the activities and good work being done by the Ramakrishna Mission. I can assure the mission of our government's full support and cooperation in the fulfillment of the noble mission. The Government of India has set up a national committee under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister to guide the conduct of the commemoration of the 150th birthday anniversary of Swami Vivekananda in a befitting manner. During its first meeting last year, a number of constructive suggestions were made for events and activities to popularize the teachings of Swami Vivekananda during this anniversary year. These suggestions include the publication of his complete works, international conferences and seminars on his teachings, establishing chairs in universities, annual lectures, encouraging research in interfaith dialogue, and involving states and local organizations in commemorating Swami Vivekananda's travels in India. I expect that these ideas would soon be translated into concrete plans of action which would be ready for implementation by the year 2013. The Government of India has already approved a film on Swami Vivekananda by the Public Service Broadcasting Trust. We should make special effort to commemorate Swami Vivekananda's address in Chicago. I understand that there is a plaque placed at the spot in the Art Institute of Chicago where the historic address was delivered, and that the city of Chicago has also named the stretch of the avenue on which the Art Institute of Chicago is located as Swami Vivekananda Way. We are working on a suitable commemorative event in Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, Swami Vivekananda had very definite and enlightened views on education. He conceived of education as the primary means of rebuilding Indian society. He once said, and I quote, "The education which does not help the common mass of people to equip themselves for the struggle for life, which does not bring out strength of character, a spirit of philanthropy, and the courage of a lion, is it worth the name? Real education is that which enables one to stand on one's own legs." Unquote. Our government has approved in principle a grant of rupees 100 crores for a value education project of the Ramakrishna Mission. I sincerely hope that the project will help to inculcate in our children a moral compass and a value system that provides a bulwark against the tide of commercialism and consumerism that is sweeping our society. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to end by returning to the life and message of Swami Vivekananda. He was born when India was under colonial subjugation, but he was never overcome with either despondency or cynicism. He confronted reality and worked tirelessly to change it. He said, and I quote, "To succeed, you must have tremendous perseverance, tremendous will. I will drink the oceans, says the persevering soul. At my will, mountains will crumble up. Have that sort of energy, that sort of will. Work hard and you will reach the goal." Unquote. Swami Vivekananda believed in the people of India. We need to rededicate ourselves to that belief and to his mission of building a self-confident India where each citizen has the right to his or her own self-respect, dignity, and well-being. With these words, I once again express my great happiness for being present on this very auspicious occasion. Thank you and Jai.
Thank you for your message, sir, and for outlining the plans for the future. May I now request Swami Shantatmanand Maharaj to offer the vote of thanks, please.
Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Honorable Dr. Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister of India, Revered Swami Prabhanandaji Maharaj, other monks and nuns, friends, devotees, and admirers of Swami Vivekananda. We have gathered here on a momentous occasion. The US astronaut Armstrong, when he set his foot on moon, said, "It is a small step for man, but a giant leap for mankind." The humble beginning, the starting of the movement, which was made today, is capable of bringing about an enormous and extraordinary transformation of this country. While we are very happy about our economic growth and are proud that we possess the maximum percentage of youth population among the nations of the world, the condition of the society is really appalling. We seem to be busy building a colossal superstructure without laying a proper foundation. The matter is very serious and needs immediate attention. It is in this regard that we must turn to the Awakening India message of Swami Vivekananda. He was deeply passionate about our motherland. In fact, the one thought that possessed him day and night, particularly during the last few years of his sojourn on earth, was how to restore India back to her past glory. He was perhaps the greatest patriot of this country. The great poet Rabindranath Tagore said, "If you want to know India, study Vivekananda." That is why it's very necessary for us to go back to Swamiji. With a deep sense of concern and urgency, we at the Ramakrishna Mission, New Delhi, have launched a massive Awakening India program with several initiatives. The first initiative, which starts this year, is an online competition for school students across the country. They can register right from today through our website www.awakeningindia.org. This program is titled Future Leadership Discovery Program, which will be held in 3 stages, and the first 5 prizes are rupees 1 lakh, rupees 80,000, rupees 60,000, rupees 40,000, and rupees 20,000. We appeal to students all over the country to enroll in large numbers. We have several other programs, such as a 3-year graded value education program for school students, etc. All these programs require substantial financial support. We are happy to inform you that several public and private sector institutions have come forward to support these initiatives. In this regard, we have to make a special mention of Sri Om Prakash Bhatt, Chairman of State Bank of India. He was the first person I approached, and his response was truly magnanimous. 1 lakh copies of the book that was released today by our Honorable Prime Minister will be distributed free of cost to school and college students in and around the National Capital Territory of Delhi. State Bank of India has borne the entire cost of printing and publication of this book. The L&J Bilwara Group, headed by our Sri Lakshmi Nivas ji, they are 3 generations, they are devotees. The NTPC Limited, the Aditya Birla Group, the United Bank of India, ONGC Limited, IOC Limited, Steel Authority of India, SDFC Limited, Bank of Maharashtra, Power Grid Corporation, BHEL Limited, and several others have come forward to support these initiatives in various ways. We are deeply indebted to all our partners for their wonderful support. I take this opportunity to convey our heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister for inaugurating these celebrations amidst his extremely busy schedule. The Chief Minister of Delhi, Srimati Sheila Dikshit ji, had committed to be present here, but unfortunately she is held up in some very serious matter somewhere in Delhi. So just before the start of the program, I got a call from her secretary saying that she will not be able to make it. But she has always been a close friend, well-wisher and supporter of ours. I'm sure she would join us in the other programs. We also thank our other guests here. We offer our humble pranams to Revered Swami Prabhananji Maharaj and other monks and nuns who are present here, and our heartfelt thanks and gratitude to the large number of friends, devotees and admirers without whom this function would not have been so grand and glorious. Finally, friends, this motherland of ours needs sacrifice from her children. Swami Vivekananda once told Sister Nivedita, "Death for the cause, not success, is our goal. Let us join our hands, synergize our efforts, and offer it as an oblation, a ahuti, into the sacrificial fire which has been lit up by Swami Vivekananda. From that sacrifice will arise a new India, a rejuvenated India, the India of Swami Vivekananda's dream, and then and only then our task will be fulfilled." Jai Hind.
Thank you for your message and vote of thanks, Swamiji.
स्वामी विवेकानंद के 150वें जन्मदिवस समारोहों का प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह ने विधिवत उद्घाटन कर दिया है। साथ ही उन्होंने स्वामी जी के लेखों पर आधारित अवेकनिंग इंडिया भारत जागरण पुस्तक का लोकार्पण भी किया। युवा शक्ति को स्वामी विवेकानंद की शिक्षा से जोड़ने का महाअभियान शुरू हो चुका है। उनके उत्साही, ओजस्वी और अनंत ऊर्जा से भरपूर विचार जन जन को प्रेरणा देते रहेंगे। इसी के साथ हम आपसे विदा लेते हैं। नमस्कार।